including the Asr. And it is wajib, necessary, to read it once, the Takbeer-e-tashreeq, after every farz namaz. And what is the Takbeer-e-tashreeq? Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. So you have to read this once after every farz namaz straight away. For the men, it is required that they read it slightly loudly. And for the women, it is required that they read it slightly quietly. But it is also important for the women to remember that quietly does not mean that they utter it under their breath. When it is referred to as quiet, it means that at least they themselves can hear the Takbeer-e-tashreeq being read. And it has to be read straight away after the farz namaz. So much so that if a person, he finished his namaz and then he broke his wuzu, or he talked with someone, then that wajib has basically finished and he'll not be able to act upon it and he will be sinful. And if a person, he was still on his musalla, he was still sat down, he'd forgot, but he was still, he was doing a bit of zikr, he was reading Ayatul Kursi, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, and then he remembered and he was still in the state of wuzu, he hadn't broke his wuzu on purpose, then it is said that he will still read the Takbeer-e-tashreeq. So you should read this straight away. For those people that, struggle to learn this off by heart, then they should write it down, keep it with them when they're about to read namaz. So as soon as they finish, they can just take the paper and start reading. So it is wajib. And a few more rulings regarding this is if a person misses any namaz during these few days. So from Saturday to the 13th, if he misses any namazes, and then he made up those namazes in these days, then after he makes up those namazes, he will read the Takbeer-e-tashreeq. However, if he missed these namazes and he didn't make them up in this time frame, within the 9th to the 13th, he made them up some other time after the 13th, then when he makes the namazes up, he will not read the Takbeer-e-tashreeq. And the third possible scenario is that he misses the namazes and he reads them, he missed namazes previously and he makes them up within these days, then even in that scenario, he will not read the Takbeer-e-tashreeq. So as a summary, if a person misses any namazes, the only time he will read the Takbeer-e-tashreeq after making up those namazes is if he is making the Qaza of those namazes that fell between the 9th to the 13th. So